In California, the most expensive ballot initiative in history asks voters to decide whether ride-sharing companies like Uber should be allowed to use contracted drivers without hiring them full-time. Voters said resoundingly yes.
The idea of government trying to push that kind of regulation on the gig economy, I just think was over the top. The gig economy exists for the purpose of people being able to be flexible and earning a living as opposed to trying to be forced to becoming employees.
But California voters didn't always trust technology. Proposition 25 aimed to get rid of the state's cash bail system, long criticized for creating inequality. It was to be replaced by risk assessment tools like computer algorithms, but voters said no.
They're basically going with the devil that they know, even though the devil they know is quite bad in terms of the way it treats some of the citizens within the state, over this devil that they don't, and handing over sort of more power to the algorithms developed by these technology companies.
How data is handled by authorities hit the ballots in the state of Michigan. Voters approved an amendment that will require law enforcement officers to get a warrant before searching through a suspect's electronic data.
And in the state of Massachusetts, people voted to gain access to wireless data from their cars. It's called the Right to Repair Law, and because it passed, car manufacturers will soon have to install standard open data platforms.
Consumers and independent mechanics will gain valuable data to fix their cars, rejecting auto manufacturers' claims it would increase the risk of car hacking. In California, voters also sent a mixed message by passing Proposition 24, which creates a new state privacy protection agency and requires businesses to notify consumers how long they'll keep personal data. But some privacy advocates attack the measure for being written with inputs from giant tech corporations.
So while it passed, and I think you could sort of read that on the baseline as a desire among the residents of California to get more privacy in their sort of communications via technology, since the proposition itself was so muddled, it's hard to read any sort of specific mandate from the way they voted.
With California often leading the way in discussions on regulation, Record expects many of these tech-related issues to find their way onto ballots across the country in future elections. Mark New, CGTN, San Francisco.